All right, folks, it's about ready to hop back into map number 2 here. It's going to be Dust2, a close affair on Nuke. But Dust2 should be a map that theoretically works much better out for the forZe squad. So let's see if 9 can keep up the momentum from taking the victory on Nuke, or if the firepower of forZe might be too tough to handle.
Well, a lot of players here, B. I think we know what's coming. Nade starting to rain in. They're going to swing out behind the HE smoke. Early frags, though, cascading the way of 9, and this has just been a massacre. How did it end that fast?
I think the rubber hit the tarmac and the wheels fell off.
That would explain it.
How that one worked. Not a great opportunity for Norway. He's here, sitting here at 16 health, no armor, thinking, yeah, I don't know, guys. Let's spend a minute talking about our next play, and then I guess I'll go die.
Always the optimist, you are, Mike.
I will say, kind of interesting, the posturing here for 9, right? Where if, well, I suppose the 2 players out towards mid can just immediately swing the door if K goes down. And now they're already doing that. They're already prepped. So K is at least lost. That's 1 set of armor burned. But I think that might be the best ask here for Norby.
Yeah.
Not to get knifed.
He's just wasting a lot of time, let's be honest. There we go. He's dead. So yeah, the idea is that I think they're going to nade. They naded kind of in front of the doorway, and then you can swing behind it. And it's hard to explain, Mike, because I doubt you've gone that deep into the mechanic, but depending on exactly where the nade lands, you get a different smoke that comes out of it. And in particular spots, you get really big smoke. And then you can, like, get up behind it, and you can't see anything. So I'd have to see replays to see exactly what happened, but yeah, I mean, maybe it's a neat idea, but they just never made it out.
Did not at all. This round, the big threat is Zorte's Scout. You know, he can be deadly with the Zoom Banger there. That's Teagues all the way down. So it is a full investment now from forZe, but obviously without a bomb plant, it's kind of a boopy one. Meanwhile, Mad MP9's on the other side. With head armor on 4 of these players, right? The MP9 might actually be at a disadvantage in a lot of these fights with the Deegs.
SZPERO, though, can take the fights first, hopefully. And if any of them are tagged up, that is meat into the grinder that is the MP9. They're going to probe mid a tad, but as we can see, it's nothing more than pressure. That bomb is yet to be truly committed. He's now moving towards short. Jedgar is... Molotov. Look at that Molotov. Look how it cuts them up. That's just painful. Shalfie's out in the open. Nade's going to land on top of them. This is...
Yep.
Oh, that's CT Nades at his finest.
They just got run up all into a corner like cattle on a run, not knowing they were led to the slaughter. That was a nice bit of utility manipulation coming through from 9. Really nice round to see. Just in control from the get-go. As soon as they identify the presence, their plan just comes to fruition.
I don't know if Jedgar got a noise cue there, because that molly was... It was almost too well timed. That was amazing. Forces 1 player out in front. Everyone else is cowering behind it. So, yeah, it looks good. Plenty of players left alive, and... Now a very heavy eco. I'm almost surprised, Mike, to see them investing into this many deagles, because they're not going to have all the bells and whistles when it comes to utility in the next with all these pistols pulled up.
SZPERO gets the better of 1, and that's a little bit of an awkward moment in towards lower. Jedgar trying to push the issue just a bit too much, maybe riding a high off of the last round, and instead, well, he's going to be riding quite a low. SZPERO as well, having been tagged, obviously as a scout, so doesn't have to really take any close-up fights, but will be very nervous about doing so. There's 1 more HE on Kylarro. Not really in a position to do anything right now, but keep an eye on that if this turns into a retake.
If Goofy dies, this is scary.
SZPERO's
got 3 HP.
There's 1, there's 2. Goofy's gonna die eventually, but I think he did enough. And now, certainly. K with the cleanup. Nicely done. Nice recovery. Bit risky, but nice recovery.
Yeah, it was okay. And the frags as well. And some a little bit of extra utility, so... Not too shabby. SZPERO, we'll see if he sticks onto that scout. could buy an AWP.
Could do, but I feel like financially, that scout's so effective on D2. Might as well keep the cash in reserve. And it seems he agrees. We're looking for these peaks. Scout on scout. Scout on scout. Lots of util being spent. There's not a ton of util for forZe in general. But keep an eye on those nades.
They started 4A. At least when the Ore and SZPERO came back over. Think about regressing catwalk. This is... Who's going to pinch first? This is really scary. Jedka needs some utility, and that was bizarre from 9 Mike. They boosted, they were ready to push it, but they didn't commit. They weren't really had it all flushed out, so they kind of get away with that, I think, in my books.
I actually don't mind that setup. I think the idea is the first shot comes from the scout, right? And then immediately the rifle pokes around and takes the next shot. Problem is, for whatever reason, one flashbang just ruined everything. Certainly you have to be aware that that flash is likely going to get thrown. So maybe an extra hitch needed in that particular setup. For now, though, it has bled a lot of time. 45 seconds before Zara started to make their move. There's still a pit player to deal with. Goofy will put a smoke up to give himself some cover, but flashes, he's losing track, and Norvi deals with that. Now SZPERO's in a really tough spot. He's got no help. Oh, SZPERO is up the creek, stuck at car, no help whatsoever. He needs the flank to come through. A catwalk! Okay, SZPERO! SZPERO doesn't care. You put him in a tough spot. He will work his way out of this. Jerry with no HP somehow makes that work. It's all in K. SZPERO has done so much to give them a chance in this round. And now K needs to try and bring it home. There's the first. A 1v1. A 1v1 duel. Has he identified the location of the player? He seems to have a pretty good idea. Still wary. He could have gone out towards catwalk. Okay, so vulnerable here. Timing going to be everything. Zorta with the peek. Realize it yet? Now he does, but Zorta snappy on the shot. What a shame for 9 that they couldn't capitalize on that brilliant scout work, but for forZe, that is a round they will be grateful to get on the board.
What more could SZPERO have done? He was sandwiched from both directions. He was on a timer. There was no escape. That was fighting to the death, and that second shot was disgusting. Yeah. And as you're saying, he's got to be looking at his teammates and saying, guys, I put you in the perfect position, and you couldn't convert. Hopefully this time it goes a little bit better as SZPERO opens it up again. Key says, I'll have a piece of that mid-aggression, and 9, little bit of a blunder in the last, but they're already making up for it.
SZPERO is wild right now. 7-1 is the scoreline. That last round is just blazed into my memory banks. And I mean, some of the things that we saw from on Nuke, obviously at this point, Zorta has not had a lot of opportunities with the AWP, but you'll remember on Nuke, that was something that he was struggling to overcome, was SZPERO on the other side, taking the duels with him. Yeah,
CT sides also looked fairly good on Nuke, but you're saying T side, it was facing off against SZPERO. It didn't go great, and yeah, it's definitely surprising to see Zorta not coming out on top in this matchup. I think I'm pretty confident SZPERO is also calling for this team, so throw that extra weight upon him, and quite an impressive player. A lot of in-game leader offers at the moment in the Polish scene, and SZPERO proving his worth so far, and forZe map down on their pick, struggling now on the T side. Not a great omen for the rest of this series.
Good one from Kylarro. They're hemmed up. They're completely bottled at this point on towards catwalk. We've seen this controlled again and again. It seems like they might try their luck towards B. And to be fair, if they insta-delete SZPERO, there is a chance. But as we've previously established, insta-deleting SZPERO is not easy. He is snappy right now. He's very on point. 7 seconds. I don't. Do they even have time? They don't have time. It's a save.
Yeah, I save him. Yeah, and as a reminder for everyone watching, for EU, we've had this format for a while of the GSL 4-man groups, and it's not like forZe can afford to drop a few series and still get into playoffs and be in a comfortable position. If they go down to the lower bracket, this group is tough, man. They could face, it's sore a 1-win, isn't it? They'll face the loser of that series, and then potentially a rematch against 9 if they were to lose this going forward into the next round, or God forbid another upset and they have to play a 1-win. This is This is scary stuff against the team that should be the weakest in the group.
And Alan, you'll remember, saw our newly reinforced as well with possibly our favorite player ever.
Oh, yes, Ujux.
Ujux is on that team. Story as well, back on the squad. You know, capitalizing a little bit on some of the brilliant run we saw from FTW. Some of the excitement we saw from that team. We tried to steal a little bit of that energy. And, I mean, I'm very curious to see what they're going to be able to do in Challenger League this season as a result.
It almost feels like forTheWin's still playing in Pro League. They've still got 3 of their players. But it just feels to me like Saw are carrying the flag of that team and what they achieved. Yeah. Because Ujux was a big part of that. I know Story is... I still think the jury's a little bit out on Story as a player, but he certainly looks better in forTheWin than he did at any time in Saw. So there's a few questions about how they utilized him. So I'm excited. They'll be in... what are they, in Group B? Pro League?
No, they're in this group. They're in this group.
They're not in Group A.
Yeah, they are.
Joking.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's one of the teams they can face. One winner Saw. That is,
no, I'm thinking of forTheWin. I'm talking about forTheWin.
Oh, you mean in Pro League? Yeah.
Oh, we're just confusing each other.
Yeah, we've
us.
Sort of swapped positions here.
Ignore us.
But you know what they can't ignore? This cat take. Kenzie flying through the sky. Kenzie and Shelfie haven't gotten on the board yet. That's concerning. Your young players need to be showing out here for this team to work. SZPERO with the... Jedker has a little bit of indecision there. Too many targets to find. SZPERO's going to have to do the cleanup. They're going to elevate above him. Tough spot for SZPERO. Tough spot. Needed Goofy to get there a little bit earlier, but it still seems like it's going to be all okay.
Novi's way off, and there may be guns on the ground, but he's nowhere near any of them. 30 seconds. Kylarro's locking down mid. They've got... Look at Goofy. Look how safe he's playing in case that bomb made its way onto A site. And Kylarro looking away just the wrong time. Okay. All right. Okay. Recovered. Not too scary in the end.
Can they get the op? No.
5-1 though. This is not good. forZe. You know, Nuke was scrappy. forZe could have won it if some of those T rounds went a little bit better. This has looked worse, Mike, in my opinion, so far. They look out of it in the gun rounds.
They really do. I mean, I think a huge part of it, again, is just how dynamic SZPERO has been in terms of going forth and finding kills. He's a nightmare for them to deal with. But, yeah, I mean, they're doing some pretty straightforward plays. This is the fast B play, and Kylarro is going to quickly dismantle it. 2 players dead, tunnels locked down, smoke in, reinforcements brought over. That was your call on this one. It's not working out.
Do you want to know the most distressing part is that was the right call.
Okay.
Solo B, the mid player was way off. Kylarro had everything to do. It was good utility usage, give him credit, but you know, when you look at a macro level, they found a 5-on-1 and a route to the bomb site and stalled out. So that's a kick in the teeth, especially if you're Jerry, because he might not know it, but he made a good call. It just didn't fall their way at all.
It feels like you're saying that a lot between these two maps, where you really like the call, but it just doesn't necessarily work out for forZe.
Yeah, I think that one's kind of a special case of that HE was just absolutely horrifyingly deadly. Maybe they could have thrown more flashbangs. I mean, to differentiate, when I say macro, I'm talking about getting in a good position, forcing overall good advantage scenarios, splitting players apart. Micro is where you throw in the names, you know, how exactly you execute. So, you know, I rate Jerry as an in-game leader, but maybe it is a bit of rust. Maybe they need to clean up, you know, a few of those smaller things, especially the nades.
All right, well, Jerry's got his Tech 9. But corn snake or a king snake? The pattern on it. Do you know that? Do you know about those? You probably don't. I don't think they have those outside of the US.
No.
So there's 2 snakes. They have the same coloring, but it's different sequences. They're black, red, and yellow. And I think it's a corn snake or a king snake. One of them is completely harmless. The other one is incredibly toxic.
I see.
And so and
that's why they're
black
famous,
touches yellow. It's red touches black. You're okay, Jack. Black touches yellow. You're a dead fellow. Is I think the way it goes.
Useful information. Should I ever find myself in a snake pit.
I don't think they're terribly common, but we do have them in the U.S., as I recall. What are they? Corn snake? Hold on.
Presumably the corn snake is the safe one. It doesn't sound very
Coral
vicious.
snakes. Coral snakes.
Coral snakes.
Okay, so it's a coral snake or a scarlet king snake. Yeah, I was right. Okay, so red touch yellow, you're... Wait, red touch yellow. Yeah, red touch black, you're okay, Jack. Red touch yellow, you're a dead fellow. The coral snake is actually the deadly one. The king snake is fine. King snakes hunt rats and I think are constrictors. This is the information that our chat needs, that they need to know. And what forZe needs to know right now is that this is a very reinforced site. They've got a ton of utility down, but now we need to see the execution. They've already done some damage. Can they get on the site proper? Jedka gets first blow, but Goofy is traded out. They're starting to stall out. Their smokes are gone now. There's just one player out towards the ramp. They're trying to rotate a player around on towards Catwalk, but it's late. And this could be bad.
Ooh, I don't think they know about him, Mike, on Catwalk at all.
This could be bad. This could be huge. That's a nice kill in the first time, but Jerry saves it. Now Shelfie activates. That allows Jerry up to get the bomb plant or the kill. Kylarro left a little exposed, and I don't know how Jedka didn't get spotted by the Catwalk player.
That's
Jerry.
That's a kick in the teeth, because 9 made one mistake, and that was after they gave up long, they didn't properly clear short, and then leave someone in that area. They do that, Jerry never gets up Catwalk without being seen, and... You know, forZe, I don't even think they played a great round. They all went out long. It was super telegraphed. They tried to do this sort of thing where they, you know, they throw one smoke and then creep up behind it, and it didn't really work, and I don't know.
I mean, it came down to Jerry getting 4, right?
Yeah.
Is what it comes down to, and the one kill from Catwalk enough to distract him. Okay, gets a freebie. A Shelfie tries to get a little aggressive, doesn't anticipate the player being boosted up. Reminiscent of some of the squeaky plays they tried to make work last map. Admittedly did make work. Okay, Zorta finally gets the best of SZPERO. That is Zorta's 3rd kill. I mean, the board tells the story so far for forZe. They just don't have the firepower. Shelfie and Gensi are non-factors. Zorta has been getting wrecked on the duels, but he gets it this time. And that could be huge, especially with Goofy just down to a deagle, with the money very bare, with the utility very slim. For a 9, here's the chance for forZe to make a game of this.
Yeah, it feels like Jedka needs to be here on Catwalk right now, because what is Goofy going to do? Deagle in hand. Only way this works is if they don't check him properly. And...
They're not going there.
It. Oh, no.
They're going to mid. When Goofy activates, this could get interesting. They're going to mostly avoid it, but Goofy is now going to poke around the corner and get the information. That's going to allow the rotation. K's now killed the mid player. They just have to worry about tunnels, and tunnels is a problem, to be fair. Kylarro, blinded, can't keep K alive, but now the reinforcements come in from mid, and Jedka's got the op on site, and there it is. forZe stall out once again. We see it. They let so much time whittle off the clock. They don't realize the opportunity they have towards Catwalk. They address somewhere completely separate on the map, and 9 pull it off.
It's just... What's the word? They just don't look very clinical, do they, today, forZe? Don't clear Catwalk when they're against a weaker buy and they know it, and going for that B hit without a door smoke, and it's all a bit of a mess. I'm a little perplexed by what I'm seeing, because granted, Nuke wasn't perfect from forZe, but we know it's a little bit down their map pool. We still saw the individuals, we still saw the bright spots in what was a tricky game, but I'm struggling to see the bright side of this Dust2. 9, you know, they lose one round to a mistake of not clearing Cat, and the rest is pretty flawless, you know.
Yeah.
They look great.
This is one of those maps where I wish we had a Jerry interview after it, because I feel like Jerry is one of the best people to talk about why his team didn't succeed in something.
He is.
Because he'll just tell you exactly what he thinks.
Has absolutely no filter. And
no, it's great.
He's someone as well that, I mean, humble or modest isn't really the word. It's more like he's just so transparent, and he'll just say exactly what went wrong.
Yeah. I would love to pick his brain for what's going on here because it looks pretty abysmal. I mean, it's never a good sign for forZe when Jerry has as many kills as the rest of the team put together, which he does.
I feel like you could also make a kind of argument of start of the season, bit of rust, but you know, they played the RMR qualities, Mike. It's quite a lot of CS.
And this is Dust2. It's their map.
Yeah.
If there's any map where you're going to be able to break that rust off for them, you just got to click on heads sometimes, man. Very concerning for forZe. I was expecting forZe to be a very strong team in this group.
Oh, they should have been the favorite, no doubt.
And not this forZe. Not this forZe. So, 40 seconds on the clock with nothing to really show for it. At least this time they actually do have utility afterwards. We've now gained a little bit of space in towards mid. Smokes come in. It's a fake for a B split. Seems like they're going to come in from catwalk. So, fair dinkum there, but they will have to get past SZPERO. Now, they have some flashes and smokes for this. This could actually work out. Molotov comes in. Is there something to block it off? There's the kills from the Molotov from SZPERO. But Schulte has killed the... Oh, CT player. It's getting messy. Norvi. 2 big kills with an Eagle. They could use a star power round for Norvi. A 2-on-2 now. Massive kills from Norvi. Had to deal with SZPERO. He got 3. To be fair. But now it's up to his teammates to try and close this. Nice nade. Nice nade. Dortha's low, but he's got the up, and that's all that matters. 1 shot, 1 kill is the only thing they need to make work. And Norvi, this is to determine it all, and Norvi seals the deal. What a round for Norvi to find his footing. 2 huge impact Eagle kills, and he polishes it off with the rifle.
If anything is going to be a catalyst back into this game, it has to be that. And the saving grace is they have kept Nine's money low. They have made these rounds close as much as they've been scrappy, as much as there's been problems. They have kept the clash low, and they're on the T side. So losing 1 and 9, look at this. 1 scout and M4. Deagles in the mix. Utility is a disaster. Tag up as well from forZe just injects even more salt into the wounds. So forZe, you've got a bit of a red carpet to at least stabilize in this match.
Should be able to do so. It's still concerning, though. I mean, the 2 of their rounds have come off of 3 or 4Ks, right? 4Ks, I think both.
Yeah. I mean,
Jerry
this is the litmus test. You're up against weaker weaponry with all the utility in the world. They simply can't drop the ball now.
You gotta have it. They're all out towards long. SZPERO has a chance with the scout. He's so deadly. Good flashbang to clear the angle. Now he's got to reposition. He knows it. And here's where they use that utility to make it so difficult for this guy to do much of anything. So Goofy with the 5-7. Will he prove the might of this puny pistol? No! Because he is so extremely blind. This round looking like a foregone conclusion. And indeed, it will be. Jedker, time to go play Hide the M4.
Pivotal flashes from that T side. They popped at just the right time to actually catch the CT swinging on his own flash. And for it not to be effective, so... Clean in the end. Utility looking a little bit better. As we were mentioning, this money is just gone. Nothing in the bank for 9, and Jedka, get out of dodge, bro, because you need to save this, because this is all you're going to have going into the next.
Well, he certainly will be allowed to keep it, though. But I don't know that they're going to be able to put anything around him. The answer is decidedly not if they want to have a buy in the following. The cash, it is gone. So what do you even do here in this round as forZe look to climb up to 5? And, I mean, this is reminiscent of Nuke, where we had that 9-6, and it was enough, right? forZe can get activated late here and can get enough rounds. That's all they need.
Buying the next is not good either. The 9.
No.
Someone needs to find a couple frags or something if they want an AWP. So that's all important. Another map as well where you love to have the Molotovs to take along. Jedka. Alright, okay. Maybe we should focus on it. He's getting aggressive. Not for long. M4 is recovered, but I think now the game's up.
Dang, it's going to be wild when Kylarro gets a USP ace. Here's how it starts. Here's how it starts, Alan.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I know how much you want your
I don't think he has enough
Pro
bullets
League
at this point.
winning clip when he pulls it off, but no.
No. Yeah, I mean, same level of weight. You know, Pro League finals and the first game of ECL season 42.
High stakes, brother. High stakes.
Same moment.
Okay, where are we? Zorte up. That's nice. As you mentioned, this is not a great CT buy for Dust2. They might already have to think about giving up long because only Goofy's got a Molotov. He has got a nice long spawn. That's the good news. And look at them. They've said, okay, I haven't got the utility for long. We'll just brute force it out with sheer numbers. 4 over. And Kylarro is absolutely on an island.
Kylarro. Gotta be careful with that gun barrel peeking around once the smoke fades. Jerry gets the
that's
first
the
kill
rotator
elsewhere.
as well. That's
Pressure
the rotator.
in towards mid. Oh, but look at this flank. Look at K. Look at K. He's got Jerry. Now he's got the top mid control. Not aware that no one's gotten up catwalk, though, so he's in a bit of a tough spot. And they're just going to leave him alone. I'm just going to say, you know what? We're going back to pressuring this B guy. Kylarro spotted one, but he thought he had the isolated fight, and it was anything but pressure on Goofy. He's got the gap in the door, but a smoke's coming in to address that. Oh, not the lineup on the spray. Damage on a Shelfie, but it's not enough to find a kill, and they needed a kill. Bomb going down, a 3-on-4 here without the retake utility, without the kits. They gotta go. They gotta go. They're out, Alan. They are gone.
It's a good mid round from forZe. I mean, that was quick thinking from Jerry. We're flanked from long. We know nobody's cross mid. And they probably know that, you know, Jedka might be the mid B player. So they pieced the dots together. They said, only one guy on B, guys. Granted, Kylarro is going to be disappointed he couldn't do more. That was some nice calling from forZe. A bit of a revert to form versus what I've seen so far in this series. So that's nice. And, yeah, this half has been a rollercoaster because I thought forZe were absolutely dead in the water 3 or 4 rounds ago. And now we're on track for an extremely even game.
Just a slow burn, you know. Slow burn. Had to give them hope.
Sandbagging, yeah.
Just had to take over. I mean, Jerry's taking over right now. 15-10 paces the server. But his teammates have started to catch up. Started to come alive.
And if you contrast with map 1, where Shelfie was having some unbelievable rounds, they need him again.
Zorte in particular has started getting these opening picks, and that's huge. But they need to follow it up. That was a nice play out towards long. Player drop. They withdraw. They don't have to commit into this fight. It's burning a ton of forZe's utility. And at this point, forZe has this one section of the map. They got 1 remaining Molotov, 2 smokes, and 3 flashes. But down a man. Does Jedka really only have a P250?
Yeah, they're saving around the guns. Kind of thing they should have bought, but it's not a horrible decision either. 2 of those guns are on A, so I can make it tricky, you know. Oh, look at this from Jerry. Just below the smoke, spamming through. Northie goes down. Oh, no.
P250, no problem. Jerry's so low, it doesn't matter whether it's a pistol or whether it's a rifle. But it's a 2-on-2. Nice recovery from Zorte there. His second kill. Jerry's so wary about getting this bomb down, though. That's the problem. Zorte's going to be securing long, but now that the smokes have faded, they got flashes, but he can't really cross to help. And Jerry's so low that even the elevator hop, the pogo stick peek with the P250 could be enough to take him out of play, right? That's all you need. Oh, flashbang there for the peek. Nicely done, but SZPERO only 1. What a round from Zorte. Doubles his kill count, gets 4 of his own, snags the op, goes ham.
Credit to forZe. That was, you know, the way Zorte and Jerry played that 2-on-2 was brilliant. They knew exactly where those 2 CTs were, and Jerry realizes if we just try and get the bomb down, we're going to get swarmed. The elevator player is going to cause so many issues, and he just says, I'm going to flash off the short player. We'll kill the one elevator whilst his teammates flashed, and from there it's 2-on-1. So Well done. What was that angle, Mike? Did they just boost behind it?
Yeah, they boosted.
Wow, that's amazing.
Cheeky boost. Making it happen with the secondary op. Zorte, the hero of last round, is laid low at the beginning of this.
You know, I've never seen that
Go through. Really? Behind the smoke?
Never like that. In front of the door.
I don't think if I have. It's definitely weird.
Because the smoke is very common. Because you throw the smoke to either push lower or, you know, scare them a little into thinking it's a possibility. But to boost behind it, probably impossible to see him.
Nade. Oh, it's a good nade. Go find it as well. Some spam tags. Either way, but Shelfie put on notice. These HEs are killer.
Damage.
9. They just got homing nades.
Yeah,
Keep
now
seeking HEs.
Now the M4's become AKs essentially. And with their utility dwindling, Jerry's kind of stuck here. He's waiting for Zorte to come and peek and help him out. He's a right-eye peek, so it's actually Shelfie on the AWP. He's going to peek off the angle. Jerry's still stuck. Now he's raining over. He's going to push forward. Key is very committed here. Oh, this is scary stuff. Takes the pot shot, doesn't connect, spamming through the smoke. How are both still alive? Kenzie's going to go down in the meantime. Okay, a bit of cartoon action here, but Mike, look at the time. This is over.
It is over. Last round of the half as well. Shelfie will save, but it's only for his statistics. It doesn't matter, but it will send us to break with a slim lead here for 9. Well, now. A very slim lead for 9 is despite forZe looking in disarray in the beginning of the half, they recover nicely. They heat up, and now forZe seem pressed to potentially take this and force a map 3.
It's been a hell of a series. Hell of a series, hard to predict. And forZe quite the recovery. It feels like to even be in this Dust2. To get into this pistol, Yorte. Whoa. I thought he's going to go down there. Kenzie does fall, but 2 frags already picked up for forZe, and now they're giving a bit of space, reassessing, and working out to best use this man advantage.
Ooh. Deleted. My goodness. SZPERO just got F1 race car peaked and erased out by the dumpster. Now without that long presence, there's nothing else to show except for these 2 players stuck in towards mid, and without cover, without utility, they are very exposed. One more for K, but that's all she wrote. I think that was the best possible result in that situation. So 8-all advantage forZe.
Okay, right. Got a game. forZe picked Dust2. CT is certainly the stronger side if you know what you're doing. That'll make them happy. And going into this one, 9 have gone for the investment. Kylarro, though, is he disconnected? No investment at all. Now he buys up a little bit behind the script on that one, brother. He's going to buy up in the end as forZe. Look at them. They are hunting out some fights here in mid.
Shalfie's got so much positioning, so much information, but he's not going to keep going. He's not going to keep going. He's going to withdraw. And interestingly, Kenzie's in kind of a weird spot here. He's just got an MP9 to hold down long. Oh, there they are. There they are. Guys, someone with a rifle. Please, come over here. I can't do anything at this range. And indeed, Kenzie will be dropped. The Eagles favored in that particular fight, but the cavalry is here. 3 players up.
This is good, though. Look how they've just slowed this down. I was nervous they were just going to commit into a pretty, telegraphed round. And they put the brakes on. They still got these smokes to play with. So SZPERO might go down, but I'm still feeling okay about this. forZe are starting to panic.
That's a big kill. That's a big kill for Kylarro. I was going to say, once SZPERO gets dropped without having any impact with that scout, that's the most effective gun for the position. They've got the smokes for the cross. Scary, though. Something tells me he's going to go through. Have expanded, maybe not so much. Snappy on that. Finding Goofy, but the bomb has crossed. They'll have to go for the boost up. Oh, no more boost up available. I love that. Can't quite believe it worked out. Jedka, you can't die here. You cannot die here. If you do, the round is over. As it is, it's looking pretty slim, and Jedka, with 5 points of health, has to try and seal the deal. That's not going to happen. What a madcap round. The flying play through the smoke for K to clear elevator. That was a bit of brilliance.
Do you think they heard a player in elevator? Because if they knew they were going to elevator boost, that is so smart, because you're not getting the bomb down.
I think
they elevator
knew
boost.
that the only thing that could prevent them from getting the bomb plant was an elevator boost. So it's like, okay, clear that, and we can at least get a bomb plant.
I would love to see a pause here from 9 to discuss this buy, because this is such a great route back into the game. forZe's money is going to be atrocious if they lose this. Few Galil's in the mix, but the nades are pretty good, and what an opportunity. 9. They came so close there on the pistols. I can't believe how easily almost they found those entry kills on the long. Gonna explode out. Kenzie's having none of this. He doesn't have a lot of help. Oh, the spam battle. Helps have the silence stem 4. So long in the hands of 9, but this time, crucially, they left a player across the map. That's going to be Goofy. They've still got options.
Bye, Goofy. All on that long presence. All on that long fight, but SZPERO, okay. SZPERO has opened the door just a little bit. crack the entrance. Let's see if we get a replay of last time. Thank you very much. Jerry doing Jerry things. But having lost Kenzie, it's now just about Jerry and Shalfie to try and make this happen. Shalfie out by Gandalf. Jerry spamming through the smoke, still finding impact with it, still finding damage, delaying that bomb at the very least, and there's Shalfie activated. He will, in fact, prevent them from passing. Now, 9, it's fallen apart. A little bit too slow to take the space, and one by one, they're being picked apart. And it's over. Good round for Jerry, good round for forZe.
Just didn't feel like enough sting to it, did it? When they put down the cross smokes and... A few traded frags, but they just needed to go, man. They just needed to use whatever utility they had left and try and force the bomb plant. Because as soon as those smokes start fading, it's just too easy. It's just too easy for forZe, and... Yeah, that was an amazing opportunity to get a reset. It doesn't come off. Did a fair amount of economic damage. That's the only silver lining, but this is going to be an eco, and... Yeah, SZPERO bought a scout, tried to get something done, but... Zorte's warmed up, Mike, and that kind of AWP scoped weapon duel is starting to... the dial's moving back towards Zorte.
Shelby. Oh, timing on the reload. Timing on the reload is awkward there, but Jerry providing oversight means that it's all okay, and Shelby can finish off the last. Nicely done here for forZe since the half switch. You know, it's been 4 rounds in a row, but here's the actual investment. We haven't seen a proper gun round. Buy/gun round is a bun round, apparently, from 9 since the half switch. Here's the investment. Here's the up for SZPERO. Here's everything they could want except for nades on Kylarro.
Okay. Low smoke in the doors, getting goofy an angle. And is it missed?
Look at Sorta. Oh my goodness. So aggressive up mid, just catches Goofy coming out along. There's no world where they would have expected that. Such a dynamic play from Zorta. As a CT side operator, he's so potent.
How does he find the gap? How does he find the gap to go for a play like that? I guess 9 are so focused on going for their little long play that just leave an opportunity. Shalfie gets another through the smoke, and 9, the wheels.
With Kenzie too.
Yeah, the wheels are falling off. Norvi as well as a deep line onto B tunnels. They know everything.
Cat is the only place they can actually move towards a site uncontested. $50 seconds, they're stalling out in a big way. SZPERO got that kill. Maybe something happens, but a flashbang to clear it. forZe taking no chances. There's not a lot of utility for forZe left. That's, I think, the only silver lining. But if they head towards B, Norvi is the only one with any nades, so... Well, but that's going to help you. It's a hit. Kylarro trying to get out. Kenzie catches a kill in the meantime. They need a hero play. They need a hero. Kylarro is the first, but no more. All on Jedker. Take 1. A second as well, but Kenzie up the tunnels. At least 9 do some economic damage here, Alan, but there's nothing more for him.
Zorte set the tone. Massive aggression. Lack of a bomb plant is just soul destroying. That would have been another opportunity to buy for 9, but that's not on the table here. Best case scenario, bit of a half buy. Hero AK comes out for Jedka. The forZe are just absolutely rolling with it now. They're so confident. Zorte just feels like the first time he's truly been actualized in this series, and he's everywhere. Jerry aggressively now on catwalk. He's swinging behind a molly. Look at this confidence they've given B in favor of fighting mid even harder. They are in absolute control right now.
Flashbang up. Shelfie 1, 2, 3. Actually, the third was Zorte. But either way, end result is completely blank towards the mid doors. Nothing to do here. And now, well, there's just a little bit of sweeping to do to finish things off here. SZPERO, the lone dust bunny left. And well, call them the Dustbusters. SZPERO with a dig, though. Sometimes those dust bunnies can get out of hand. And Shalfie has no interest in that.
Okay. Well, this is taking a turn. A pretty quick turn. Was that a... Is 9-1 a T round?
No. No, it was 8-7 at the half.
That's devastating.
They're getting
They come
obliterated.
close in a couple. They had that Deagle round, which they almost pulled off. Oh, what could have been? What could have been? So much work to do, and just hasn't been awe-inspiring. Good long spawns. I guess they're going to make use of them. Goofy's looking that way. As this cat is running out of lives. Well, I started with 9, but there's not that many left.
Little boosty poo. No one home to receive it, though. Can't wait around too long. The catwalk creep's going to come in, and that's going to be dangerous. Goofy has got this position, though. They've gotten long. This has been a focus for 9 this entire half, is securing long, and this time they're giving it for free. But look at the position from Jerry. The mad scientist himself is right at the top of mid, alongside his opera sortie, making sure they can't get through dark. Oh, there's the kill. That's what they were waiting for. Now, Sortie's going to rotate off, and Jerry's just going to stay. Why not? Why not? This is insane. They've got so much control in towards mid. Now Jerry begins to withdraw, but
still feels risky, though.
Deep.
Look at Norvi. I mean...
Yeah.
Granted, it's a nice off angle, but if their spacing is good...
He should be dead, one and done.
They must still think they've got heavy numbers long. It's the only explanation.
Freebie. Second. Oh, almost the third as well. Positioning still not great, but now the tunnels players can get up. It's just got to be a foot race for K, and he doesn't realize they're coming up with a flank. He comes back to check. Done. Round is over. It's just left to Goofy. Really nice play from Norvi there. Right? As you were saying, it looked like a one and done. He gets 2.5 out of it. Nice effort.
Just feels like desperation hanging on to this AWP. And what a gut punch it would be if Goofy dies after time. He is completely surrounded. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Oh no. Time to hide in the smoke, I think. Goofy. Oh,
Clocked.
oh no. Just epitomizes this T side. Nothing's worked. Nothing's gone their way, and forZe seemingly can't put a foot wrong right now. Jerry has played a sensational map of Counter-Strike. Zorte, I don't think he showed up that much on T side, but CT, he's had SZPERO's number every round.
I mean, you remember, I think it was
every cylinder.
Shalfie and Kenzie both had 4 kills in the first half, I think.
Yeah, true.
So, Shalfie's come alive, too. There's one really important question that 9 need to be asking themselves right this moment, Alan. Do you know what it is?
What's the third map?
Yeah. How's our Mirage? I mean, it's been hopeless for them since the half switch. It really has. They've even got the hero rifle in this one. Don't know how well it's going to work out. Shalfie's super blind, though. Does get nothing. Norvi, too. So a 2-for-2 exchange. This could be a bomb plant, but Jerry's already on the doors. Jerry's already on the doors, and he's already back into the site. Jed Kadula with him. Nades into the Jedker. Oh, SZPERO. 1v2? No. Not even allowed to entertain the possibility, and it's map point. A flawless CT half, and now 7 chances to finish it off, and there's not even going to be a complete buy on the other side.
Yeah, the bit that's a little bit perplexing is that 9 CT side was clearly practiced. They had their options. They were reasonably comfortable taking long control, playing without it. They had a few ideas, but I think this is just trials and tribulations, Mike, of a new team, because they can't have played that many Dust2s as a squad just yet. Maybe they scrimmed it, but that's a different story. And maybe we're starting to see whatever was working in practice has not worked at all on this T side. It's just crumbling. At least Zorte, one of the danger men, is down, but... Okay, alright. Actually, there's a bit of a gap here. Oh, no.
Jerry denies.
That just epitomizes the map, doesn't it? It felt like... it felt like that was a clean kill to come.
Should have been, perhaps. But forZe have other things in mind. Right now, their mind's full of Mirage.
Jerry's going
But
through
this
this,
win-
man. Just watch him.
I'm looking like a Mirage. Not yet. Not yet. It's actually Kenzie to check. And now Jerry might go through. There are actually smokes for the cross. There's a world where this becomes something. Now Kenzie is moving to address it.
Keep an eye on Jerry.
They're going to boost up. They're going to boost up. Okay, there we go. There's the kill from Goofy. Second smoke goes in. Jerry's on the flank, though. You're right. He did come through. And the timing. SZPERO looked to check it and just did not hit the timing. Out of bullets, though, for Jerry. Means that Goofy gets that kill. It's traded. It's down to a 1v2. 30 seconds on the clock, but Kylarro does have the bomb. He's going to get this planted. And meanwhile, Shalfie's a little paralyzed, waiting for his teammate to get in a position. Where does Kylarro want to play this? Catwalk's actually clear for him, but of course he has no idea. So he'll tuck into Goose. He'll tuck into Goose and pray. Meanwhile, he's just been spotted from the pit, and Norby nails him straight to the wall. A flawless CT side. 8 rounds in a row to take us to 15, and then the 9th to just put it right over the line. A brilliant effort from forZe. What a showing here, Alan.
It was quite a statement, and I think rightfully so. We've asked so many questions during this series because, I mean, we just hold forZe to that standard. They should be, dare I say, maybe even one of the favourites to win the whole thing. And they're struggling against a new lineup. Sure, we know some of Nine's players. They've been around for a long time. You just don't expect a new lineup